A warm welcome back to your latest industry recap, and in today's update, there's a new potential big aircraft order that Boeing is set to win. Over at Emirates, well, they're boosting flights towards South Korea, and Alaska Airlines has welcomed in a new aircraft type as part of its rapid expansion plans. Beginning with Emirates, who have announced plans to expand their operation towards South Korea, reaffirming its commitment to Seoul. From the 19th of February 2024, the airline says it'll add 3 additional weekly flights to Seoul Incheon International Airport as it looks to meet growing demand it sees between Dubai and the region. Slated to be operated by the 777-300 ER, the new flights are expected to serve as EK324, 325 on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. EK324 will depart Dubai International at 4:55 in the morning, with an arrival into Incheon at 6:05 p.m. The arrival time into Seoul allows for potential connection through partner airlines within Asia or South Korea. Now, following a multi-hour layover, the aircraft will leave Seoul as EK325 at 10 p.m, with arrival back into Emirates' home of Dubai occurring the following day at 3:05 in the morning. All these times are local to their respective city and the associated time zones. The additional service will add more than 1,000 extra seats per week and will see up to 10 weekly flights offered by the major international airline. While a focus will be placed on the passenger benefits, Emirates notes that through the new thrice-weekly flight with the 777-300 ER, Emirates can actually provide 45 tons of additional cargo capacity. As a result of the additional cargo capacity, the economic ties between South Korea and the UAE are expected to be strengthened further. The already extensive Emirates network presents travel opportunities onward. First launching service to Seoul in 2005, the airline currently operates a daily flight with the A380 from Dubai. As a result, the addition of the 777-300 ER will represent a new aircraft type, which will work alongside the world's largest passenger plane. Emirates says this should also ensure maximum flexibility and choice for customers to travel to Seoul or Dubai. However, Emirates definitely highlights the ability to connect to other EK services thanks to their hub in Dubai. South Korea remains an essential location for the airline, where they've enjoyed a strong recovery following the global pandemic, which, as we know, significantly impacted the airline's Asian network. Cirium data indicates that Emirates only faces competition from Korean Air on service between the two locations. But interestingly, while both airlines currently operate daily flights between the two cities, Emirates for January 2024 offers 31,930 seats to Korean Air's 13,516. The staggering difference really is highlighted through the A380's passenger capacity in comparison to what Korean Air is deploying between the two cities. On to the next story of today, that sits with Akasa Air. Yep, you may have heard of them, and according to Reuters, they're reportedly closing in on a major deal for next-generation Boeing aircraft. Up to 150 737 MAX jets could be specifically ordered, per 2 sources close to Akasa Air, as the Indian airline looks to grow its operations. Since launching, the budget carrier has looked to really shake up the market with, of course, its budget and low-cost friendly approach in a market that continues to multiply in terms of demand. However, onlookers and analysts believe there is a substantial amount of room for further growth, and to make this happen, new aircraft will be required. Wings India is where sources are tipping a deal will potentially be announced as all parties continue to work on the contract. Scheduled to take place between January 18 to 21, 2024, Wings India allows for global partnerships, engaging sessions, cutting-edge innovation, aircraft displays, and a general spotlight to be placed on the Indian aviation sector. Think of it in a similar sense to your Dubai Air Show, Paris Air Show. While on a smaller scale, it puts the limelight on a specific part of our industry, that being the Indian one, so a new aircraft order will receive maximum attention. While Akasa Air will target the 737 MAX to optimize its schedule within India, there's also a view to eventually begin flying internationally with these aircraft. The new planes, while we do not have variants specified, will be capable of serving various missions, and Akasa Air has expressed interest in setting off to Southwest Asia and or the Middle East. While still in the early stages of its operations, there have been many ups and downs. The airline is firmly putting its foot back on the gas as it looks to continue growing. However, Akasa Air must fend off substantial competition from other Indian carriers. On several occasions in the past 12 months, these airlines have placed huge aircraft orders, which more often than not have outdone each other in terms of overall units committed to. As a result, the airline, yes, will be focusing on budget air travel and has its own lane that it will be in, but it will still face fierce competition from other companies within the industry too. Thus, equipping itself with more aircraft may be viewed as a solution. At the moment, its fleet is pretty modest, so if they were to order up to 150 aircraft, well then it would not just double, triple or quadruple, but even more its fleet for the long term. You can let me know if you believe it is a good acquisition from the company below in the comments. On to the next topic of today sits with Alaska Airlines, who have taken delivery of their first Boeing 737-8, a narrow-body, of course, part of the broader MAX series. The arrival of the first unit allows the airline to continue growing its commitment to the MAX, and aligns with their long-term strategic fleet plan that hopefully plots a roadmap to ongoing success. The 737-8 will be essential in the long term, but at the moment it will add a fantastic new connection to their route network. The company says that the 737-8 will be deployed from Anchorage to New York JFK from June 13th, 2024 on a seasonal service. You may ask yourself, what is so important about this route? Well, the service will become the longest flight operated by the airline, coming in at 3,386 miles, which offers an essential connection between the two cities, but notably shows off the 737-8's capabilities. 7 further 737-8s are expected to be delivered to the company in 2024 alone, with the following 4 coming in March. The carrier highlights that thanks to commonality between variants, it is a reason why they've selected the type and why it has been made so easy. The expectation is that from 2024 through 2027, Alaska will be able to add anywhere between 15 to 25 new aircraft from Boeing per annum. As a result of these deliveries, the airline will continue transitioning towards next-generation Boeing narrowbodies to bring further efficiency into its operations. Alaska Airlines says that it proudly flies the youngest fleet of all airlines based in the United States, and these upcoming MAX deliveries will certainly aid the company in continuing to achieve this. Alaska has several 737 MAX variants that it either operates or will eventually operate, each serving a different purpose. On your screen now are the model, delivered to date, target mix, the seats, and the role in the Alaska fleet. We know that the 737-10 will be configured with the most seats. It'll be the most efficient aircraft in the fleet with the largest seat capacity, whereas taking a look at the newly introduced Dash 8, it'll be best for high performance and medium-sized markets with the lowest seat capacity. Interestingly, the switch towards the 737-10 and 737-8 is relatively new. In March 2022, the carrier adjusted orders for the existing Dash 9 model to include 2 further variants. The belief is that through acquiring the 737-8 and the once approved Dash 10, they will be able to enhance profitability, the routes they fly, and truly optimized fleet utilization company-wide. That is going to conclude today's aviation news recap. Again, a very sincere thank you for your support. I hope 2024 has been going well for you. Maybe you've got out to the airport, already jumped on an aircraft, or just generally been involved in the aviation community. Whatever you've been doing, I hope it's made you happy. Thanks a lot for watching. Stay tuned tomorrow, same place, same time, for your latest industry recap.
And we'll fly.